Hey, what's up? It's Valley, and you're listening / watching to WRVU. I kinda like the way it pours. 3 o'clock, I'm calling in her. She's telling me, come on, move on. In the Brooklyn light, we're just passerbys and hands.
Welcome, Valley.
Hello.
Valley is a Canadian indie pop group that's based in Toronto. They have been supporting the band Camino and London Stella on their tours, and they are definitely a rising band. We are so excited to have you guys. Thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for
Thanks
having
for having us.
Yeah.
Before we start, I want the audience to kind of match your names with the faces. So could you guys go around telling your names and roles and maybe like a spicy fact about you if you guys have anything?
I'm Rob. I play guitar and I sing, and I jump around on stage like a monkey. I'm hiding. I've been used to staring away at a crowd on a park bench. A fun fact about me, man. Too many. I've been picking up cooking a lot. I love cooking.
He's a magician.
But I do magic tricks from time to time. My girlfriend just got me a custom apron with my name on it, so I'm like officially like a chef. I do know some magic tricks. I have been told if you catch me at the right time, the right mood at a party, I will blow your mind with some magic.
I'm Mickey. I play guitar and synth and sampler stuff on stage when we tour. Fun fact, I love skateboarding. And I actually just got all the animals I drew as a kid custom skateboard.
So freaking cool.
Stop. Do you have it with you right now?
Yeah. Here, you guys keep talking. I'm gonna grab it.
It's so freaking cool.
I like baseball.
He's a baseball guy.
College
I'm a baseball guy,
or
but I also
college baseball or Major League Baseball?
probably more Major League, but I do watch some college stuff sometimes. But I'm a Blue Jays guy. I'm a Toronto Blue Jays guy. But I also do impressions sometimes.
Yes.
Oh, yes, he does.
Impressions.
Wait,
That's
I would love
really
to hear
good.
one.
Two mice.
That's fresh. Okay.
2 little mice fell in a bucket of cream.
2 mice fell in a bucket of cream. The first mouse drowned. The second mouse struggled so hard it turned the cream to butter.
Catch Me If You Can. Great movie.
Great movie.
I'm Kara. I play drums and I sing in the band. And
You do impressions.
the other day I was driving in my car and I was like, I thought of a fun fact for when I get asked this question specifically in interviews, but I was driving or else I would have written it down and my Siri just doesn't cooperate with me. So I was like, hey Siri, remind me that I have a fun fact on this day. Like I didn't know what to tell her. So anyway, I guess that's my fun fact. I just have a horrible memory.
Now that you guys have introduced yourself, just a few other introductions. We wanted to know like how the band came about and why you guys were called Valley to begin with.
Mickey and I were in a band and Rob and Alex were in a separate band, and we were both we had both booked the same day at the same studio in the same time slot, and we like showed up and we're kind of like we realized that we were double booked accidentally.
And we didn't know each other previously. Yeah.
So the engineer was kind of like, oh, like, oops, but you guys should meet. And I think you guys would like each other. And we were kind of like, okay. And then we like awkwardly met. And turns out we like really just kind of clicked and became friends. We ended up playing some shows, didn't really have a name. And then we decided sort of down the road that the word Valley just like kind of had this linear sort of like symmetry sort of look to it.
The band name and the music that you make kind of have like a similar vibe. I don't really know how to describe it. It just kind of like fits somehow. I'm a big fan. To tell the audience a little bit, like what kind of music do you make, and can you guys tell a little bit about the single that you just recently dropped?
What kind of music do we make, guys? Like, I think it depends on where we're at. Like, I think if you listen to our EPs or our albums, like there's a lot of genres that all kind of get meshed together, and I think that's a result of our listening habits. Like one day we'll be listening to, you know, Dominic Fike, and the next day we're listening to Taylor Swift, and the next day we're listening to John Mayer, and we match, you know, the Taylor Swift vibe with the Dominic Fike vibe. So it always kind of changes, but I think we're just a pop band, alternative leaning, but like alternative leaning pop band, I guess. Someone talk about 1999.
Oh man, that was a journey. I think we wrote it like 3 weeks ago now. How long has it been? I don't even know.
Yeah.
We wrote that with our dear friends, Jonathan. He plays in a band called Nightly, and then Charlie Adams. They're out of Nashville. But yeah, we wrote like 99 like literally over Zoom. And we were originally writing another song about like Charlie's relationship and stuff. It was this whole thing. And then we're like, let's just like try writing something else. We gave ourselves like a 30-minute timer, I think. And then like 99 was born. And yeah, the rest is history.
Well, I have a couple questions that I guess fall into the don't ask section, but
Oh, love those.
who, if any, come to mind is the nicest smelling celebrity you've ever met?
Oh, I have a good one. I have a really good one.
Yeah, hit us.
I was in Amsterdam with my girlfriend for like a quick like 4-day trip, and we were like, let's have one splurge night, and we're gonna go to like a fancy restaurant. So we found like this like rooftop patio restaurant, and we're like going to make a reservation, and like we get in the elevator, and Timothy Chalamet is in the elevator, and we're just like, what's happening? But I remember the smell and the aura of him in the elevator. He was with his like other best friend. I remember this like blonde guy, and they both smelled so good. I remember we were just standing there and like A, freaking out that it's him, but B, I remember it smelled very nice. And
So
maybe it was the
Lava.
restaurant, but like it smelled like hair product and like really nice, just a nice aroma of smells. So I guarantee he had something to do with it. So
That is amazing. Wow, I definitely would have been able to keep my cool, and it's doubly great. You get a nice smelling
dope.
elevator and Timothy Chalamet all in the same.
yeah,
I would
it's pretty
expect nothing
crazy.
less. So, if you had a concert and had to select an opener now, who would it be?
Oh wow.
Ooh, there's probably a lot.
So many people.
Wow.
I mean, our friends, Baby Girl, like they are from Toronto, and it would be so fun to do like a full tour with them.
Honestly, just our friends, like the Accents. They're also a Toronto
Yeah.
band. Baby Girl, they're a Toronto band.
That's awesome. I'll definitely have to check them out after this.
Oh,
Yeah.
New song.
One word, Baby Girl.
So, if you didn't become a musician, what would you be doing right now?
I can probably predict everyone's, but honestly, like
Funny.
me, I would probably be doing like magic at birthday parties or something
Oh,
really dumb.
wow.
Mike would either be, or Mickey would either be an architect or like on the cover of Thrasher magazine for like doing like a 20 set or something. Kara would probably be living in a forest with 10 dogs.
I don't know about that, but okay.
You'd be
Maybe-
like running camp. You'd be running
a camp in a forest for dogs.
No.
Potentially.
Alex would be friends with working for Stark Industries or working for Apple.
Oh,
No,
for sure.
probably-
He'd be running a tech startup. 100%.
Oh yeah.
Everybody always goes to tech. Or I'd be an actor, or
Yeah.
Or a voice actor.
Actor. Come on.
or a
What's wrong with a
professional
tech
baseball
startup?
player.
Yeah,
I mean,
I think Alex would be the richest out of all of us.
Oh, for sure.
Wow, those are high-reaching fallback careers. Okay, what is the best song you all individually or as a collective think that you've ever released and why?
Can it be an
Release.
unreleased song?
Sure, that's exciting.
Cool.
It's a song called Last Birthday. It's been sitting in our Dropbox for almost 2 years, but
Yeah.
our favorite song we ever wrote. And I'm sure we'll write another one that tops that, but you always kind of have your little babies, and Last Birthday is
That's
definitely
what
like
the baby. Yeah.
we've just been waiting for the right time, you know, because you don't want to just drop it and not have like the right stars align, you know.
Yeah.
But the stars are starting to align, so we're gonna drop it soon.
That is so exciting. So, what does it mean by waiting for the stars to align as someone who isn't in the industry?
I don't know if I'm allowed to say this, but I guess we can just, I mean, there is the potential of a potential feature on the song. We've been kind of figuring out if we want to have a feature on the song, and there's a few things that we want to figure out with it. Just because, yeah, I can't really say more than that, but there's certain things, and like kind of just planning the next. We want Last Birthday to be like a part of the bigger picture of like a release plan and stuff in a body of work.
I think it's like making it the centerpiece. So like specifically choosing the songs that come before it and the songs that come after it. And then also, yeah, like Rob was saying, the right feature, because we want somebody to sing on the song with us, someone who has like a very vintage tone and vibe to their voice.
What is the ultimate dream in your music career?
Wow.
I think just for it to last and last and last.